we've piled lots more of all that wood chip all down the track from top to bottom, and it always does help. I've been into our other woodland today. We've done a fair bit of trimming and we've cut all the grass. So this is like my other woodland, which is actually open, but I'm always fascinated by the size of this foxglove because it's absolutely massive. You can see the stem just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. It's absolutely massive. So it's probably, I don't know, 2.5 meters tall maybe. It's absolutely huge. This part is actually open to the public. I've got like a little picnic area and there's a couple of benches around, but I only trim this probably about, I'd say once a year really. And the reason being is I want all the wildflowers in it, and it's just so good for all the insects. So I've got like a little few paths through, so you can have like a little wander. So it's not a massive woodland. It's only 3/4 of an acre, but it is manageable for one person to actually do on their own at ease, to be honest with you. And then we've got a swing and then another tiny little bench, and there's actually a hammock just in the far distance as well. So there is another little path which runs around and goes along the dead hedge line, and then you literally just walk back on yourself, and then you go back to like the main part. My shooting tower is still up. Well, I've actually really used it. I've used it like once, and it's been up there for like 2 years. But the plan was to try and get a few little pigeons. But we quite often come down here first thing in the morning. We bring a cup of tea and we just sit and just enjoy the wildlife. But this part actually backs on to a meadow, which is rather nice. There's always like sheep or horses in the field. Yeah, there's horses there today, so you can see. So they're probably under the tree to try and get a nice bit of shade. Baby, so you can actually hear the strum in the background. So that's Simon. Simon, who's actually got the B&B, and then on the other side you've got another B&B as well, and that is Chris. This is, like I say, such a small wood, and it's just so easy to literally manage on your own. And this is where I come out and do like a bit of wild camping every now and again. So you can see that large post, which is literally along the 2 trees. I just put a bit of tarpaulin out, and I've got my camping mat there, which I just put down, and we have a nice little fire. So hence why there is a massive pile of timber there, and that's what I just tend to burn. But yeah, I mean, it is so nice, and you know, you get so many different types of birds in here. But you can see how busy the squirrels have been. So all these parts are where the pine cones, and they've had a good old chew. Yeah, like I say, it's not a bad little woodland. So we have been quite busy, and it does feel quite warm today. So I'm just going to go back to the cabin now, have a nice warm, refreshing drink. I'm sure Baby Blue can do with one as well. But that is it now for the day. We have done all our jobs, so I'm just going to sit back, probably get the axes and the knives out, and just have a nice little practice. Anyway, let's go.